Welcome back, everyone.
And we're back. We're back with more perjury in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So this place, regardless of its actual name, will always just be San Francisco. And I'm sure I've been told the name of the city.
It's supposed to be like San Francisco, somewhere in California.
I think that they said it at the beginning of the game, but man, oh man, do I just want to call it San Francisco instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my camera with me.
Oh, sorry. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy. Wham!
Because he knows he's dead.
Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Clearly, we have to use our attorney's badge on that last statement. Clearly, he's not cool. We are.
Oh, is that? Well, that was brief.
Oh, that was brief. Yeah, he's located in Los Angeles.
This is the most Tokyo-esque Los Angeles ever.
Even Japanese culture is prominent in the city and nearby in various forms. To the fact that the Yakuza are here.
And that there is like a massive mountain that's supposed to be Shasta, but is nowhere near, but is like right next to the city.
In the first Ace Attorney game, it's explicitly mentioned that Los Angeles is the location.
Yeah, I knew it was, but man, oh man, do I just want to call it San Francisco instead.
It basically is. Like, that's the worst part about this whole thing, is that you know that it's in California, but they don't want to admit it. So the Japanese side doesn't want to admit it, so it's like, here's a bunch of Japanese stuff, because Japanese is cool.
Well, also, it's just easier on the writing team, and it's more familiar to them. Also, because the legal system is nowhere near, like, the States. Because, like, half of this stuff would not be allowed.
Okay, cross-examination time. What I saw.
I'm getting progressively more and more nervous the farther into this case we get. Because I'm trying to find a way to prove that it happened in Studio 2 because it's so painfully obvious. And I don't know why Phoenix hasn't figured out that the lack of...
because we weren't able to examine the fence. That's why.
No, there's a lack of blood in Studio 1.
It was mentioned. It was mentioned that it's like, the suit oddly retained a lot of the blood. And there's no blood at the scene. And it's why okay, so this is my thoughts jumbled in with some memories that are like shoved to the back of my primitive lizard brain. That I'm thinking right now what probably happened was that Hammer went to the studio in the Steel Samurai outfit because he wanted to probably show off that he could be the Steel Samurai, that he could just switch places with powers and still do everything. And he was probably killed in the Steel Samurai suit. And then transferred into the Magistrate outfit. That had a hole pre-made in it. And they probably just torched the Steel Samurai outfit since there was a furnace in the area.
Yeah, because I remember the instant I saw that furnace, I instantly wanted to go to it.
Yeah, you instantly...
Because I was like,
whenever you see a furnace in an Ace Attorney game, it has been used. Do not convince yourself otherwise.
Because I saw it, I'm like, that looks like a perfectly reasonable and logical place to burn evidence, like a missing costume. Because I remember saying that too.
And if you can't directly interact with an item, or they just dismiss it offhand, it will be a piece of evidence within the next day. Okay, he has his camera with him. So why didn't you use it?
We're gonna get slammed for this.
He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. and I was glued to the action. So, you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away. Not even once. No. Okay then. Tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. What are you...
This is making me increasingly more nervous because this kid
It's
is
almost
becoming
like
more and more
Phoenix
agitated.
is slowly trying to get him to release more evidence by making him agitated for some strange reason. So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah.
That's disconcerting to me. Because that contextualizes the entire event.
Yeah.
Why?
So what sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed?
This is badgering the witness.
Unfortunately,
He's
yes.
straying into badgering the witness. What he was doing before was not badgering
Yeah,
the
but
witness.
we're not actually going to get into badgering the witness until the next game.
Oh, that's dangerous territory there. Because I'm very nervous
Because
around
what
this kid.
Phoenix
because
is
this
doing
kid-
is he's slowly trying to bleed out information by making him upset. That is, I don't want to say it's
Phoenix's MO.
textbook badgering the witness, but it's something that Phoenix does all the time,
It's his
and
MO.
he definitely should have been called out on this like years ago. I kind of don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai to actually pay attention to the Steel Samurai. Okay, and what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Whoops.
This is making me very... I've never
Why?
been so nervous around one of the witnesses before, because this kid has the power.
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Don't try this. Don't try it.
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Miles, stop us.
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to
Miles,
justice.
stop us, please.
And how exactly did he do that? How did he do that? With the samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. Still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Let's press him slightly harder. Cody?
Oh.
What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part? What is the meaning of this? The Edward...
No,
Edward is
because-
like, trying to go like,
Because he didn't mention the spear.
Mr. Wright, are you trying to get a play-by-play of this whole thing? Like, what's going on?
Because he's not mentioning the spear once. Why isn't he mentioning the spear? Unless he's got severe PTSD because he saw someone die in front of him for the first time. Unless
What's
he
the meaning
didn't
of
and the
this?
spear's not there.
The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. I forgot that was a line in this, and I'm so glad. My point is this, Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow.
I just love that little small box he's got, because he has a small
Order.
boy who needs just a small box to
Order?
see.
Order? Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
Because he's a 10-year-old
Well, the thing is,
Phoenix. I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight?
do you know why? Because he doesn't know how to use the camera properly.
He was too busy looking through the camera lens.
I know you could figure this out. Okay, Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why couldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
We should save right now because I've never been so nervous and I love it. I love how this trial is making me so very nervous for all the right reasons.
Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Well, why did Cody look away from the fight? Here's my proof. I remembered. Yes. Because I remember that this is actually an annoying part of the case that some people don't actually remember. I was like, I think I'm clicking on the right thing. No, you have to actually show proof. And it's the camera. Well, the camera? The witness stated that he recently received the camera.
Because he had a different one. He had a different one before, but he broke it probably on a different expedition.
Well, we can't really ascertain that knowledge, but hey, he wasn't familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at that critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey, Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking.
It's badgering. Good job, Phoenix. You have slightly terrified a small child. Cody was lying. Clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
It almost feels like condescending if you didn't realize what's going on. And she's like, good job. Like,
you either got here on your 5th try or your 1st. There's no in between.
Right. Cody? There was one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. Having just received your camera, you aren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Right. He means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackett testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight. Welcome to the real world, kid.
Oh.
No photo?
I feel
mark?
bad for him, but at the same time, I don't feel bad for him because he's a brat, but he's also a 10-year-old kid as well. And I feel bad for him because this is probably a very trying experience for any child to be in a murder investigation.
Going by my half remembering of this case, again, he's probably really upset because he probably watched this bad guy show up and kill the Steel Samurai who was actually hammering the outfit, which is
I never thought of it being the reverse.
Yeah.
Because his mind is just remembering it differently because he's repressing the information.
Yeah. I might have spoiled the case for you, but I suddenly remembered that as we had started recording this episode.
Because if Hammer's in the costume and he was going back to the dressing room to return it, or to Studio One to make a point, he would still be in the outfit when he was killed. Yeah.
And so we have no... It's why we also couldn't find the Steel Samurai outfit, because it would have been clear evidence that that was the one that was actually used
because it would have had blood inside and out, whereas the Hammer costume doesn't.
Yeah, Hammer's outfit didn't.
It doesn't have any blood. Was it red as well? It was red, right?
It's more of a purplish outfit, but
it's still...
But the first assumption and the only thing that was leading us away from that was, maybe the suit absorbed some of the blood. That's it.
And then they didn't give us the suit to actually investigate it. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Again, there's a reason why people really hate third cases in investigation games.
I am loving this case.
Because some people feel like they're either way too obtuse or just so not intrinsic to the actual story that's going on that it makes them upset. And this is one of those times where it's like, okay, just go on with it. And you kind of realize what's going on halfway through the case, and you're like, oh, okay. What do you mean I have another day of investigation? Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
Wait. Just escaped as if he was running away.
Because it sounds like that the villain attacked.
Because
again, the villain attacked first.
Mm-hmm. Which colors this entire case differently in self-defense.
Yeah.
Because if we can either get this pinned on self-defense, or if we can get it completely ruled out that Powers was knocked out and unconscious in his room, we've won either way.
Yeah. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure.
Yes, there is. Just escaped the clutches, meaning he was running away.
It is something that we're going to need to press him on.
For the first time, I feel like we've got something. I feel like we finally have some information. And I'm overjoyed. But yet I know it's all going to turn into a massive mess in my hand, just like the last cases we've been on.
Yeah, you're right, Pops.
We don't need to press this.
Press it.
No, we don't need to press this. If we need to press it, I'll go back to it.
The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So, you did see the beginning of the fight. Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. Oh. Yeah, it's the leg.
Mm-hmm.
So I held up my camera to take a picture.
If we have to go back and press that first comment that it was actually the linchpin and all this, I will be so upset.
Well, I couldn't take a picture. New camera, too many buttons, couldn't figure it out.
That's fair.
Tried to take a picture, I really tried. Yeah, he was probably pressing on the flash button over and over again. I was like, why isn't this working? Lens wouldn't open, so I missed it.
Okay. I already pressed that one. They both look the same to me.
When the lens opened, what did you see? A person on the ground. And the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened.
I'm gonna go back and press that first one.
Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Like, geezer? I'm Mr. Edgewood, and I guess I'm the beard.
I'm glad I went back to this. It added nothing to the trial at all, and I didn't get docked for it.
That's what I hate about all you grown-ups. Okay, first off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify. Yeah. Okay, so I think what we have to do is I think we need to present his scrapbook.
We didn't...
Because he did confirm he at least took a picture. So let's press this.
That's all.
Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture. Would've, once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even once? Let's press him on it. Yeah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something I use here. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. Bullseye? How did you know?
Because he got the lens open. And he got...
Because he probably got the lens open, smashed the button, and they realized what picture he took, and it's of the Steel Samurai being defeated. See through your lie, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Not yet, it's not.
Wow. This feels great. Intimidating a little kid. I always wanted to do this.
I wanted to do this since I was a small child myself.
Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect on this.
Okay, so this was the one to do. I'm so glad. How have we been flying by the seat of our pants?
Yeah, and I only messed up once, and that's because I took the controller away from you. I'm like, yeah, I think I know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing either.
Took a few shots, but I was too late, so I erased them. You erased them?
I thought you didn't know how to use the camera.
Oh well. Yeah. Why would you just erase a picture of your beloved steel samurai victorious? Well, you know.
No, I don't, because I've never actually seen this show a day in my life because I'm too busy watching Mystical Princess Pony Adventures instead. Tell me, witness, tell me.
Why would I want to keep a picture like that? It's becoming less and less cooperative. Better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? Okay, yeah, let's present his scrapbook on the last one.
Same one or
Yeah.
different one? Ah, darn it. I skipped it.
Okay, so let's present his scrapbook. Yep, there it was.
Oh, my heart is giving out on me in this case.
Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. It was you who told me then. I go to every live performance. Take a picture of the Steel Samurai when he lands the final blow.
What the hell?
I got them all. Never missed one. Perfect collection.
So he's got it in there. Unless the Steel
Cody.
Samurai didn't win.
Did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I found it hard to believe you would have just erased it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? Called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody. Claims it's the perfect collection of every
I bet
battle
it still
he has
is.
ever won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day.
Because he didn't win. He was lying dead on the ground. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Never meet your heroes, kid. Never meet your heroes.
If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I always get tripped up on the word. It was like adversary. Wait, no.
Well, similar words. They come from the same root word.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. I didn't say anything. Yeah, sorry, I skipped your dialogue. No, wait, no.
Yes. Mia was
Mia's
the
like,
same step
"Oh,
ahead
thank
that you were.
Oh, thank you.
Sean.
This idiot finally realized.
Finally, the girl holding the controller and Phoenix are on the same page as me.
I think we finally... Oh, yeah.
I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
Mia, are you sure about this? Did he actually...
The Steel Samurai died that day.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, can you please explain to the court what is going on here? Why is there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy ever erase the photos?
Do we want to save just in case?
No. There's only one time
There's
I
no
will
way he'll-
actually say, yes, we need to pick this right option because it's hilarious. And it's the time in which the judge does 1,000,000 points of damage to you because you
Accuse him for
accuse him of the murder. It's great. It's in the second game.
Oh, it's great. I'm gonna love watching it.
I can only think of only one reason, Your Honor. That was a weird syntax.
Especially
it was
since-
correct, but it was a weird syntax. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. Deleted.
None of us can read.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
It's the only reason he would erase them since he's got such a perfect track record. Because journals are admissible evidence into court, especially when they are daily and they have an accrued history of consistency. They are then adhered to as first base evidence, unless otherwise discounted.
Huh.
So, it goes to follow, as you and Mia said, if it's not there, he didn't win.
Yeah. Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No, wait, no. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone. Ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. Same reason he erased his precarious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could have been defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit he saw it would destroy everything he believes in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth.
Which you can handle the truth.
Yeah. Order! I will have order! Witness! Cody, is that true? What
Which
would you
throws
see?
everything into upheaval. Because if Willpower's lost and didn't get back up, then he's dead. But how is he standing there in cuffs with the bailiff?
And then you have to assume, oh, it's because Will Powers was in the outfit. Oh, then whoever committed the murder
Is a skinny, slender person. So it's not Will Powers, as Will Powers is built like a brick house.
He's brick like the guy who ate the brick house.
He's not quite that big. He's not quite ultimate muscle.
So who are skinny, moderately shorter people we know that could have killed him?
That takes out the director instantly.
Yeah, because he's way too rotund of a person to fit into a skinnier outfit.
So that leaves the producer, Old Bag, the assistant, and Hammer, who is dead. Oh, poor guy. Oh, now I feel bad. I feel really bad.
Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai, he fell down. Then he didn't move.
So
yeah.
Jack Hammer was in the outfit.
Yeah.
He has to be in the outfit.
And he would have actually known about the limp because he was there at the practice. Remember?
Because he was trying to be Will Powers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's too short.
Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Mr. Wright?
The only true one.
Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to our witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Point.
Yeah.
And evidence.
Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we've all made a serious error. An error? What's all this about? If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, but the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai.
That's the only logical follow of evidence.
Order! Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer already gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? The day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Yeah.
Meaning she was told in advance.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch.
Because he drugged his food. He drugged his food, and by the time he went back in to get changed into the costume, he fell asleep on the sofa.
Doesn't that make so much more sense?
I feel so bad for absolutely everyone involved except for the person who did the killing.
Yeah.
And...
nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then, he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So, it was a different person inside the suit. Pops. Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Hand it over, small child.
Oh, you actually know what the first image is, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's of the producer and the director showing up. And she erased that photo because it was them walking to Studio 2. That's why there's a missing picture. Because she deleted that one because they're not supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a little bit of sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
Fork it over.
What? Show us quick.
I know. Miles is...
No way, man. If you're gonna look at me like that. No! Here it is. I printed out conveniently for you guys. Well, again, this is a little hard to say. Afraid it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. It is the decisive evidence. Sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix.
Mia, what?
Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more?
I like how
certainly.
suddenly,
I don't see why not.
because of Mia, he looks like this like absolute four-dimensional chess player. All because of Mia.
Yeah, Mia's got like at least 5 of the brain cells in this game.
And then she dies.
Yeah.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. It's the spear, isn't it? It's Studio 2! It's Studio 2! Look at the top! You can't see it on there, but it's Studio 2. That's not Studio 1.
Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. I draw your attention to the number on that gate. The number? Oh yes, well it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct?
All this happened outside of Studio 2.
Yeah.
Which
the
means
intense music is now playing, because of course. I believe Mr. Edgewood sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. Yeah, what's all this about? Please explain so I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
So there's no way Will Powers with his bum ankle could have climbed over the monkey or traversed the forest, taking him out completely as the suspect. Because not only was he asleep, but he had a bad ankle.
Yeah, I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here, Studio 1. However, what do we see in the photo taken at the time of the murder?
Meaning no one has an alibi
It does not
except for
say
Will
1
Powers.
on the game in that photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Here, at Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2, because the path was blocked. So, ow. So we have heard.
Unless it was sabotaged after the murder. But we've got no proof.
No,
of that.
we know for a fact it was the wind. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yeah, I suppose that would be the case. Ow.
You okay?
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one was in the trailer was guilty because they couldn't have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed the murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the true crime, Studio 2. Yeah.
And because Cody no longer believes that the Steel Samurai died, he gave us the photo.
Yeah. As you may recall, there was a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. Ow! There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death.
And an incinerator with which to burn the evidence.
During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness.
It is madness. You're not wrong.
Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder?
No, he was accidentally killed, or he was purposely pushed onto a steel spike of the gate outside the trailer.
Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me the proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume.
We have proof.
The sleeping pills. You do?
You're so
You
shocked.
do, Mr. Wright? Wow, this is a surprise. Suddenly I feel a lot less confident. Maybe because not a single other character knows that we have this or have mentioned that that they find it suspicious. But here we go. Empty bottle of pills.
We did find it in the
Next to the food. Yeah.
eating area instead of in the trailer.
Yeah. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table of the employee area. Same table where Mr. Hammers and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? Defendant Mr. Powers spent an entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Which explains why he didn't get up to question Hammer while he was putting on his costume.
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Test Mr. Powers' blood?
But it would have passed by his system. You fingerprint the bottle.
An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle.
Hammer's fingerprint.
And also mine, because I forgot to pick this up with gloves
mine.
on. Sorry about
No
that,
one
guys.
ever wears gloves.
It's also probably got some lint on it because it's been sitting in my pocket for like half a day.
And it would also have Maya's. Because
So-
she probably took it like, ooh, what's this? And she
I
turned
suppose
it
you're right.
around.
Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge.
Thank you for taking it from us. We didn't want it.
This court will now suspend proceedings on the current trial for today.
Let's go to Stu. Let's go. We go to
Cody
Studio
Hacken's
2.
testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than were previously thought. Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. Scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2.
Which,
And those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer of the following question.
homework?
Why would Mr.
Good.
Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him? Why?
Because
And find the answers for me tomorrow.
we already have them if we've been following this case with any type of brain cells.
That's a lot of homework, though. Mr. Edgeworth. You'll need to reconsider your stance on this case. Above all, you'll need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor.
I still say he's guilty and should be hung by morning.
Mr. Wright, if you were in the middle of questioning the killer at this time, even though we have proven that Mr. Powers could not have done it, possibly, we're still going to convict him because, why the heck not? Okay. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This will be the last extension.
It's all we'll need because we already know where to go.
Very well, court is
I've been
adjourned.
screaming about it since we first got to Studio 2.
That was a close one.
That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home 3 times during the trial.
Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe we should take a career in acting. I'm ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there.
Me too. You are a sinking ship.
Really?
Of course. We're kidding, right, Phoenix?
Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Okay, so we got...
And because it wasn't in the costume, he didn't single out the evil magistrate, which I thought was suspect. But I had nothing to say on that.
Okay, see you guys next time when we start the next part of the investigation.
See you guys.
Because I was pretty sure we were going to have another day of trial because we had to get the evidence of that bent post.
And now I can stop screaming about the gate. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.